progress.
Record it. So there you go. We don't want to interfere with the recording. I have the privilege and the honor of introducing the presenter this evening, and I'm just going to give you a few qualities about this individual. She's an individual who has been in this industry for well over 20 years. So what does that tell us? That tells us that she knows what she's talking about. She has all of the facts. And one of the qualities that endear her to so many is that she loves helping people. It's not about her. She is a seven-figure earner multiple times, but what she's doing now, she's volunteering to help other individuals achieve the success that they're looking for. Not only that, more important than financial success, she's helping individuals really improve their health situation and those of individuals that they love. As I mentioned, she is very successful in her own right. She's an entrepreneur, and she's was recognized as Woman Entrepreneur of the Year. And her vision right now is to reach everyone with the message of health that can impact lives. And that's why she's on the phone today, Saturday at 6 p.m. No doubt she could be doing a lot of other things as well as you, but she chose to share this information with you. She's a mentor, a trainer, a coach to many individuals around the world, thousands of individuals. She's a family person. She's a spiritual person. One of the qualities, one of many qualities that I love so much about her is she's a person of integrity. And I don't know how many of you have ever heard that. She's the type of person that her word is her bond. You can trust what she's saying. And this evening, just for your expectations, she probably will speak about 20 minutes about the health industry. And then she's going to allow some time for individuals to ask questions. Please don't leave this line with any questions. Get your questions answered here. I suggest you have a pen and your journal out so that throughout the presentation, you can jot down some questions that you would like answered. I could go on and on. As I mentioned, she's a woman of integrity. She speaks from the heart. So I would like you guys to hear what I'm saying about this individual. And I'd like to welcome to the call our presenter this evening, none other than Mrs. Valencia Pomfield. Are you there, Ms. Pomfield?
I most certainly am. And thank you so much, Robin, for that amazing introduction. For those of you who now feel like you're hearing from the same person, that person who just introduced me is my biological sister. And I am so excited that we are doing this together. You know, a lot of times there's things that you want to do and you have to do it independently, but I'm so appreciative that I can do it with people that I like, people that I love. The other thing, I appreciate all of my business partners who are on the line because I feel the same way about them. We all are delivering this message to individuals. We all care. And as I go through the presentation, you'll get a sense of that. I don't want to take up much of your time, so I'm going to get right into it. We're going to talk about a company called Go Love Life. And just the name of the company kind of gives you an idea that it's a fun company to be a part of. But to get our minds right, I want you to think about this. When was the last time you were in the right place at the right time? And you look back and you absolutely know you were there. Well, you know, a lot of times you don't realize you're there until it becomes history. And then you look back and you say, man, I wish I did. My hope is that tonight, as you listen to this, you do recognize that you're in the right place at the right time and you take advantage of it from two perspectives. Initially, I'm going to talk about health because health is number one, I think, in all of our minds, but you really are in the right place at the right time. But let's go back to who is Go Love Life. Go Love Life is a startup company. And for a lot of people, that is terribly scary. They tell you, you know, don't get involved with a startup company. Give them 2-3 years, let them get their legs under them. And I agree with that. But you know what's unique about Go Love Life? Even though we're a startup company, we have a 25-year track record. So it's as if we're being birthed as an infant that's 25 years old. That is really where we are because the founders of this company had another company in the exact same industry. And I'm going to tie it all together. We're in the health and wellness industry. Health and wellness is an extremely profitable industry. It's $4.3 trillion, but it's because people are not healthy. So we're going to talk about getting our health in check. They've also helped hundreds of individuals to create millionaire status for themselves. Not everybody wants to be a millionaire, excuse me, but I think everyone could use a little bit more money. A lot of individuals would like to impact their own home economy, particularly when we look at what's happening right now. Gas prices are going up. Food is going up tremendously. Inflation is at an all-time high. So there's a lot of people who are looking for ways to create additional income. But in addition to that, Go Love Life can provide you some of the most amazing experiences, once in a lifetime experiences, and I'll talk about that as well. But what's really important to me is, what does Go Love Life mean to you? Make it personal. Some people, when they think of loving life, they think of spending time with their kids or their grandkids and family. Others think about falling in love, being in love, and just enjoying that whole love scene. Others, adventure. They want to see the most beautiful and the far exotic locations on this gorgeous planet. And then there are those that they like to, when they think of love and life, they think of just being with their friends. And how many of us have had friendship conversations? We've sat around in a little chat and chew, and we talked about, imagine if we could do business together. Imagine if you had a chance to work with people you like. That would make life a whole lot of fun. Others, they just want to get out, have fun, get in touch with their inner child and go back outside and double dutch and roller skate and skateboard and hula hoop, whatever that may be. Others, they just want peace. They want to be able to go to sleep at night, bills are paid, they have nothing to worry about, and to the best of their ability, just woosah, knowing life is taken care of. For others, it's just getting the fancy things, the cars, the watches, the pocketbooks. You determine what loving life is for you. But I do have a question. What robs us of the ability to love life and really live it on our terms? There's a couple of things. Number one, for a lot of people, it's their job. Now, I'm not anti-job. I applaud everyone who has a job. They're able to make a living. They're feeding their family, and the job is doing what it needs to do for them. So it's not just the job, but I think everybody would agree that at times, jobs rob us of energy. They rob us of this most precious commodity called time. And I think we all have jobs just to get money. But the idea of having that time and money equation, meaning you have enough time and enough money to enjoy life, most people miss out on that. So while we're not anti-jobs, is there a different way? For me, I had a job that paid me good money. But you know what? It took all of my time. I had a commute to work, 3 hours to get to work, 3 hours to get home. That's 6 hours. I live in Delaware, worked in New York City, 3 hours easy just to get to and from work. So that's 6 hours of my day. Then I had to work 8 to 10 hours a day. That's 16 hours. The rest of my time, I was just trying to get some sleep. So yes, it all robbed me of the ability to love life. But that's my personal story. That's what led me to what I do today. For others, it's health. There are so many people who are suffering with chronic health issues, and it robs them of their ability to love life. And then all of us were impacted by the pandemic, not being able to see our family, grandparents not being able to see their grandkids, no hugs, weddings were canceled. We had stay-at-home orders. Children weren't going to school. We had to wear masks and social distance, couldn't go to restaurants. Pandemic was polarizing, and it changed life as we know it. But you know what? You know what the pandemic did do? By the way, let me say this at the outset. For anyone who suffered loss, who has a relative or someone who lost their life because of the pandemic, my heart goes out to you. There are so many people now who's like, oh, the pandemic's over. COVID-19 is still here. They're just reclassifying it as an endemic, meaning it's something we're going to have to learn to live with. But it definitely robbed people of their ability to love life. But what it really did was make us all aware that nothing is more important than our health. Everybody wants good health. And that lays the foundation for our conversation. What is the one thing, just one thing you can do to improve your health, enhance your health, or protect your health? Now, why would our company enter this industry? Well, because there's a problem in the industry. There's too many messages, too many products. All of it is conflicting. There's a lot of confusion. When you look at health and wellness, it's too complicated, too corporate, too expensive, too unfriendly, and too political. Well, where's the confusion? Well, just look at all the pills. Here's how it goes. We go to the doctor. We say, hey, doc, I'm in pain. As you're talking, he's writing the script and he gives you something to mask the pain, not to fix the problem, to mask the pain. And then we get home and we proceed to take these pills. And then we notice the side effects. And very often the side effects create a different problem. Take, for instance, a person may have high blood pressure and they take pills for that, but then they end up with kidney disease. That's very personal to me because that's what happened to my mom. That's the side effects of traditional medicine. So what else is there for us to do? That is why we entered this industry. We were driven to answer the question, is there one thing that anyone can do every single day to help them look good, feel good, perform their best, and just get out there and love life? And the answer is yes. The graphic you see really gives you an idea. It is taking care of this center in our body called the gut microbiome. Now, if you've never heard that expression, don't worry about it. After our conversation, you'll be fully aware of what your gut microbiome is. It is the center of good health in our bodies. Now, the gut microbiome consists of 100 trillion cells. It's where we take in nutrition, we absorb nutrients, and we expel waste and toxins. Now, when it is working the way it's supposed to, it is your best friend, your greatest ally to optimal health. But when it's not, it is the source of serious health issues. If you look at this graphic, it is really the balance between good bacteria and bad bacteria, and then taking that bad and ultimately purging it out of the system. Now, while you may not be familiar with it, it has been studied for decades, and it is the most compelling frontier of health science today. Based on all the studies, and I'll share some of them with you, the conclusion is if you have a healthy gut microbiome, it will change your life. So what does it impact? Well, number one, it improves the way we digest foods and absorb nutrition. It also strengthens the immune system. I like everyone to have a visual of an Iron Man suit. And so that when these viruses and fungus and bacteria come our way, we have this strong innate immune system that fights it off. All of us need to strengthen our immune system. Your gut microbiome also manufactures the vitamins your body needs. I did not know if the body could manufacture vitamins, but you can check that out. Your gut microbiome will manufacture vitamins when it's in optimal shape. It also acts as a natural antibiotic. Notice natural antibiotic. So it's not a pharmaceutical drug with other side effects. It helps your body take care of itself. Look at all the systems that are impacted. Allergies, metabolism, neurological function. It impacts your mood, fatigue, inflammation, weight. Being overweight is at a pandemic level here in the US. How well you sleep, energy, stamina, blood sugar. Diabetes is also at pandemic levels. 1 in 3 people have diabetes or they're pre-diabetic. And with the current growth curve, they predict it's going to be 1 in 2. It impacts your liver and kidney, your skeletal system, skin, brain, and neural systems, as well as how well you age. So your gut microbiome impacts every system and cell in your body. When I talk about the fact that it manufactures vitamins, did you know that if you add vitamins and minerals and oils to your system and you don't have a healthy gut microbiome, for the most part, they'll all just leave your body without having any impact whatsoever. You won't have the ability to absorb them, number one, because they're man-made and synthetic, but also because your gut microbiome will not take them in. You'll just urinate them out. So it's very important to get a healthy gut microbiome. And that's the reason the Go Love Life team came together. They wanted to communicate to everyone everywhere that there's one place to start, one thing to focus on, one regimen to commit to, and that one thing would impact every system and cell in your entire body. So let's talk about the product. First of all, they looked for powerful superfoods from remote locations. Then they went and examined the wisdom of ancient civilizations. And lastly, they looked at the healing herbs and spices. Now, they went around the entire globe to find that. They started first with the geography of plants. Number one, the garden. Just look at that picture. It looks so bright and colorful. Did you know that the colors of nature impact the way we age and the way we perform? And something I really appreciate, everything in the product is organic and everything was sourced ethically. Now let's talk about the colors of nature. Do you know 69% of people don't eat enough greens? But greens impact your breast health, antioxidants, skin protection, diuretic, neurological health, anti-aging, anti-diabetic, and anti-inflammatory. Very important to get your greens. But look at orange and yellow foods. 80% of people don't eat enough orange and yellow. Impacts eye health, immune system, skin, heart, rheumatoid arthritis, lung health. Now let's go to the blues and purples. 76% of people don't eat enough blue or purple food. And again, you can look at the screen, you see all the things it impacts. We need the colors of nature. And lastly, look at the reds. 74% of people don't eat enough red foods, but it impacts your heart, your prostate, your breast, lung, bladder, colon, pancreas, eye, asthma, Alzheimer's. It's anti-inflammatory, arthritis, neurological system, autoimmune disease, as well as pulmonary disease. So we have enough of all of these things in the product, all the colors of nature. Then we went and looked at powerful superfoods. Now, the founders of this company started the superfood industry. One of the first things we looked at is the amazing medicinal plant called noni. There's also starfruit and goji berry and acai, cornelian cherry, pomegranate, moringa, and mangosteen. All of these products, all of them have value. All of them are natural. They come from nature and they're medicinal. After we looked at the superfoods, we went and looked at all the healing herbs and spices, from oregano and thyme and mint and turmeric, ginger, basil, garlic, cayenne. If you're into health, you already know all these things are good for you. So we put together a product that contained all of these and more. Just look at the stamps of approval we have. No additives, 100% vegan, USDA organic, proactive health, gluten-free, 100% plant-based, no added sugar, non-GMO. And here's the thing, with all those stamps of approval, we still have enough of the ingredients to maintain the functionality. So now I'm going to get into that one regimen. It begins with a product called Phytopower. Now you just take the little scoop that's inside, you mix it with water, 8 to 12 ounces, and you drink it every day. 35 fruits and vegetables, 5 garden and digestive super blends, and 8 probiotics. Now, when you look at it, it is designed for your microbiome health. Look at the label. It says it impacts gut health, detoxification, immunity, skin health, nutrient absorption, energy and stamina, as well as circulation. There's a green blend for the immune system, an orange blend that gives you energy, a red blend that helps with circulation, a purple blend that allows your body to soothe itself and relax. And then we have proprietary digestive enzymes that help the gut microbiome. Here's some of the ingredients, both prebiotic and probiotic. A lot of people say, I take a probiotic. Well, you need both. You need to balance your gut microbiome. And then we have these 2 products. They're called Next. Now, if you're like me, you have to say, why they call it Next? And it goes back to what I said in the beginning. This team, 25 years ago, they revolutionized the nutrition industry by bringing in a new era in liquid supplements, the first being Tahitian noni. Well, this is their next creation. It's next because it includes, or I should say, it's the next generation of botanical sources. It is also the next generation of technology. It's the next vision of how these ingredients all work together. This one is called Balance, and this is called Detox. Let me show you their labels as well. On the Balance, it says it enhances your immune system, mental acuity, skin structure, heart health and circulation, electrolyte and acidity balance, defense against the risk of chronic diseases, gut microbiome, energy, and aging process. Then when you come over to the Detox, the label says detoxification, including the removal of heavy metals, skin restoration, gut microbiome, liver function and regeneration, heart health and circulation, as well as the immune system and antioxidant. We believe in the power of nature, delivering people Earth's best ingredients. Here's some of the ingredients in this product. Look up purple carrot. It's an amazing, amazing product for the gut microbiome. Anywhere you see the word ferment, know it's good for your gut microbiome. When you come over here to detox, you'll see artichoke helps to cleanse, turmeric helps circulation. It's an amazing product, the best that nature has, and it helps to get our gut microbiome in balance. Now, I'm going to spend a little time talking about noni. Many of you know the power of noni, but we have a unique patented red light fermented noni. Now, some of you will say, well, what's red light fermented noni? Well, they discovered that when you put noni under red LED nano lights laid out in a tray for a minimum of 30 days, something unique happens. It enhances the production of both the polyphenols and the phytonutrients. Let me give you an example on the polyphenols. 25% increase. Now, okay, so it increases the polyphenols, but what do? Well, your polyphenols lower blood sugar, they improve heart health, higher brain function, and they reduce inflammation in the body. Now, what's not absorbed becomes a very rich source of prebiotics. So this entire regimen, the 2 bottles of Next and the Phytopower, is the one thing you can do every single day to impact your gut microbiome. Now, because it is a natural nutritional supplement, we have to say that we can't tell you, or it's not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Anything that's not pharmaceutical is going to have that written on it. But you can look at the ingredients and see how good it is. And the reason I show you the labels is because in this country, you can't just throw anything up on a label. Men, women, and children can use this product to balance their gut microbiome. We believe if you change one thing, you change everything. You'll have an opportunity to do one thing that impacts every system and cell in your body. 96 of the best ingredients nature has. And you'll have a chance to give yourself a health makeover, not a beauty makeover. See, people want to look good on the outside. That's kind of shallow. Why not actually be good on the inside and let it radiate out? So we really want individuals to take care of their gut microbiome. Now, this is so important that science calls your gut microbiome your body's second brain. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever heard that, but you can look it up. Your body's second brain. We know how important the brain is, but the microbiome is as important. Let me show you some of the science. Here's an article. It was dated January 27th of this year. Does the gut play a role in dementia? Here is the evidence. Neurological disease, Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's. Here's another one. Gut bacteria, again, this year, gut bacteria may play a role in the development of long COVID. PubMed.gov has a whole article on the gut microbiome. Here's another one. Diabetes and your microbiome. Another one. How many of you knew depression and your mental health is linked to your gut microbiome? This is dated February of 2019. Here's another article. Your weight and your gut microbiome. Here's a book, The Gut, Our Second Brain. Here's another book, a kid's book about your microbiome. They're trying to educate the younger generation because the older generation deals with so many lifestyle diseases that came from the way we eat, fast food, processed food, refined sugars, all of that an entire generation now is suffering from lifestyle diseases. Here's an article that my niece found. She was looking up a rash that she had on her hand, and it says eczema, contact dermatitis, and other skin problems. Some of those things might be internal issues like a gut microbiome imbalance. I mean, the list goes on and on. But here's one, and not to be morbid, it says the microbes in your gut could predict whether you're likely to die in the next 15 years. Now, that's not to scare you, but it's to really put shine a light on the importance of your gut microbiome. 2 studies find strong predictive power of microbiome in complex diseases and death. And here's the converse. Get your gut microbiome in check, and that could conversely talk about how long you will live. So we're really, really, I I don't even know, we're passionate about helping individuals not only learn what the product can do, but also help people to make a decision to impact their own gut microbiome. Now, we've shared this information with you for a reason. Number one reason, we want you to get your health in check. And so I'm going to stop here, and I want to entertain any questions that anyone may have about the product. Again, you can raise your Zoom hand if you'd like to, and we can entertain your questions. The last time we had this conversation, there have been people who asked about Crohn's disease, Alzheimer's, lupus, just illness, cancer, all kinds of things, diabetes. And you can do your own Google search and make sure you're going to reputable sites, and you'll see how impactful the gut microbiome is to health. But does anyone have a question? And feel free, there's no such thing as a wrong question. Anyone have a question about the product or the messaging? Don't be shy. Okay. Now I wanted to take that minute because I'm going to switch gears. And if I just switch gears, there are individuals who confuse what I'm saying. Our purpose is to help people get their gut microbiome in check. That is numero uno. That's what we want people to do. Now, in our effort to spread this message, we have associated a business with it. And when I talk about the business, people get confused. And then they think, well, I don't want to use the product because I don't want to be involved in the business. Well, that's not good thinking. You can use the product. That's our main mission, to get the message out. In fact, we have the audacity to believe that we'll reach every single person, first in the United States and then worldwide. But once you learn it, I think you agree with me, you don't want to keep it a secret. You're going to get the word out. You're going to think of the people you know that have diabetes and high blood pressure and eye problems, all kinds of things, and you're going to share it with them. So what our company did was they formulated a business around the sharing. And it is not mandatory. I'm going to cover that in 5 minutes because again, our main focus is to get your gut microbiome in check. Now, from the business standpoint, these are the two gentlemen who 25 years ago were part of the company that introduced the word noni to the world. They discovered the superfood industry. Mr. Kelly Olson is the CEO, Sean Whitney is the president. And now they have an entrepreneurial business where they will literally pay you for helping other individuals hear this message. That's what we do. You get a chance to work from home, create income, and in some cases, just get out there and create the life you want. You become a member, if you choose to, for $25. For $25, you get the opportunity to go out and share it and get compensated for doing that. Now, the product, the three parts of the product come in one pack, it's $155. Now, some of you will look at that and say, oh my goodness, that's expensive. Well, that's a paradigm, because what is your health worth? And if it is going to impact your family budget, that's another reason to put yourself in a position to earn so that your product is free. But this is for individuals who are on subscription. If you're not on subscription, you pay retail pricing, and that's $185. The difference between retail and subscription is paid to the member every single week. That's a $30 difference per regimen pack. Anytime you spend over $300, the shipping is free. Outside of that, it's a flat $12.99. And even that is amazing when you look at what's happening in the world today with shipping and supply chains and so forth. You can also get the product individually. And again, you have retail and subscription pricing. And then there's a compensation plan. It's really simple. They pay more at the beginning, more as you build, more as you achieve, and then you get to go out and love life. They've done something that nobody else in the industry has ever done, and that's a 5% sales bonus. So if you look at this, and I don't expect everyone to understand, the company pays 55%. That's over half of their profit goes directly back out. The 5% sales bonus, and then there's 10% paid on anything you do. So on level 1, that's 15%. On level 2, once you achieve merchant, that's another 10%. So more at the beginning, 25% at the start of your business. Then there's more as you build and more as you achieve. So as you get to the leadership positions, they add more money. This is a leadership bonus paid on the 6th level. So 3% is added to 4, so this becomes 7%. 5% is added to 5, this becomes 10. 10% is added to 5, that becomes 15. And then there's a bonus pool that pays out every single month. Now, the numbers themselves don't mean anything until you give them life. So we as a team, the Making a Difference team, that's the name of our organization, we came up with a way that's very simple, attractive, and profitable. It's a slogan, 2 + 2 in 2022. And here's how it works. Because we are passionate about it, the first people that are going to use the product is us. So I use it. My husband uses it. Every month I get 2. Only makes sense. I don't want to be healthy and he's not healthy. So we both use the product. And then the only other thing you have to do is go out and get another customer who does the same thing. Just one or 2 separate customers. That is the 2 + 2 in 2022. All of our members understand that, and we are having accelerated growth. 2 + 2 in 2022. Obviously, because it's more than 300, you get free shipping. And then just develop a little community, a little pod, your little tribe of individuals who want to be healthy. That's it. Don't make it, complicated. I look for 5 people that have diabetes, 5 people who are vegan, 5 people who want to eat natural and organic and only put good things in their body, 5 people who have high blood pressure, 5 people who've researched the gut microbiome. And all I have is my little tribe of 5, and we do the exact same thing. Just that fast, you're earning $365. When that duplicates, now you're earning $1,300 every single month. Everybody's going to get their own little tribe of 5. That's it. And if we go one more level, that's it, just 3 levels, you're now generating $4,589 or $4,600. And it'll be more than that because I didn't add in the 5% or the retail profit. So let's just say $5,000 a month. That is life-changing income. $5,000 a month on a 1099, because everything is paid to you, is equivalent to a $100,000 W-2 job. That's a fact. Now, any tax advisor, any financial accountant worth their weight, worth the money you pay them, will tell you to start a home-based business. If in fact your tax advisor and financial accountant does not share that mindset, you should probably find another one, because there are so many tax advantages in having your own business, even if it's not profitable. So that's something everybody can think about. But this feels good in the gut. It's something you can get passionate around. Now, after you build the business, you generate income. Obviously, it's more than what I'm sharing. I didn't talk about the 4th level, the 5th level, the 6th level. I didn't talk about the bonus. None of that. So obviously, there's more. But then they want you to go out and love life, and they help you do it. Boats, planes, and trains, 5-star hotels and resorts, as well as islands, mountains, and beaches. I have been around the entire globe, and I didn't have to spend one dime of my money. I swam with sharks and stingrays in Tahiti, walked the Great Wall of China, went through the mountains of Switzerland, saw the Rome Colosseum, rode elephants in Thailand, went to Disney World in Japan. I've seen a lot of this country. I've been to Australia, so many things, because the company rewards you. And it all starts September 7th through the 9th. Our launch will take place in Las Vegas. You can qualify to be there without spending a dime. And then our next leadership trip, March 2023. We're going to the amazing city of Dubai. Most people have that on their bucket list, but here's the beautiful thing. It's all expense paid. And we teach, train, coach, and mentor you exactly what you need to do to qualify. In fact, our team, the Making a Difference team, the MAD team, we are the #1 team in this company. And that happened because we worked together, and we made you the primary focus, not the money. See, if you help other people get what they want, you always get what you want. Our focus is, let's educate people about the microbiome. I believe an educated consumer is our best customer. So we do spend most of our time educating on the product, and then we let you know about the business, and it works. It's extremely profitable, but you have to have your mindset right. Don't go after the money. Go after helping people and the money will follow. So if it makes sense to you, get back with the person who invited you and just tell them what you want to do. If all you want to do is try the product, great, fantastic. Our goal was accomplished. Want to try the product and join the business? Just know that we're here to coach and mentor you step by step. So once again, before I conclude, I just want to know, does anyone have a question about anything that you've heard thus far? And don't be shy again if anyone has a question. Okay, if not, I want to thank you all for joining us. Well, there is a question. Miss Andrea, would you like to, let me unmute you. Would you like to ask your question?
Hi, yeah, love the presentation, Valencia, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just wanted to know, did you have any, I guess I could put it this way, since you've been using the product, have you noticed any changes in your own body system? I don't have any particular health issues, but I'm always interested in food as nutrition, as medicine. I've been this way since I was a kid. And I've had personal experience with that when I was 17. Had very, very severe case of acne. It runs in my family. It's a painful type. It was bad. And I at the time, the standard treatment was to take a drug by the name of Accutane. I don't know if you've heard about it. So I just went ahead with what everyone else, all the other kids my age were doing. I took the Accutane, but I noticed that it really upset my stomach. And I noticed that my food was not being digested properly at all. It was just not being used by my body, which was really jarring and really scary and concerning to see that. And to add insult to injury, it made my skin worse, not better. So I just threw it away. And I started seeing a person that was like a natural doctor, and he gave me garlic pills. He gave me a tea that I was to drink and some other nutrition that I was taking. And my system just completely cleaned out. I couldn't believe it. Every day I would just have normal elimination every morning, like clockwork, before I went to school. And my skin became clearer than I could have ever imagined. And since then, I have not had any major issues with my skin ever since that. And that was like some 30 years ago or something like that. So I know natural products work. I know that, herbs, spices, nutrition is beneficial to the human body. Ever since then, I've been a believer. I always look for natural first. But I just wanted to know if you had any experiences where you've noticed that you have benefited personally from the product.
I can tell you that the answer is yes. And much like you, I believe in natural things. I had experiences where a natural product really impacted me with fibroids. And I've been in this space now for about 17 years. But in this case with the gut microbiome, I think because I don't have any chronic ailments, I don't even really deal with a lot of headaches. One of the things that I've noticed is more energy. I've also noticed better sleep. I know they call it REM sleep, but I know that I'm really rested. There are so many individuals on the team, though, who have had real experiences, like their glucose numbers have dropped tremendously. Individuals who are insulin dependent. I've also had my niece who recently, she suffers with high blood pressure, and she started taking pictures of her blood pressure cuff and the numbers on the blood pressure cuff. And so I have so many individuals in the team who can share their personal story. Now, none of us have been using the product longer than a month because the product was shipped around the 14th, maybe some people got it the 7th, but most people can tell you they have definitely seen improvement in elimination. Nobody wants to talk about that, but that is the problem that a lot of people have. It's just backed up and they don't digest. There's so many people that live on Zantac and Nexium and all these things just to be able to digest food. So those are the surface things that we've noticed. But then there are other individuals who have really, they suffer with chronic illness. And we're doing a collection right now of those testimonials. So there is quite a bit of people who can tell you it works. The thing I always share with people, I think everybody will agree with this if they're a believer. Everything we need to live a healthy life was put on this planet by our Creator. You have to learn how to utilize those products. And every ingredient in this product was designed specifically for the gut microbiome. So it's a great product. And I just look forward to hearing more individuals share their testimonials as well.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. It looks like I may have, let's see. Let me unmute Miss Venus. Would you like to share with us?
I would love to. Ms. Ponto, can you hear me?
I can. Go right ahead.
Wonderful. I'm on speaker, so if you have a problem hearing me, just let me know. My name is Venus, and I've worked in healthcare for over 38 years now. So I understand the importance of medications. I'm not saying, don't go by your doctor's instructions, but I feel as though we need that integrated approach to health, and that patients don't realize that their health is really their responsibility, and that their doctors and their healthcare professionals are caregivers. It's your responsibility. So what I wanted to do is, I have, various different ailments. I'm well into my 60s now, and I'm like the speaker just before me. I prefer to use natural products first. And I had some issues that were going on that I needed to take medication for, and they were because of digestive problems. Like I have chronic reflux, so much so because I ignored it for so long that I was starting to lose my voice. And my doctor put me on a regimen of different medications, and I have allergy problems. So I have been taking a lot of medications, and like any medication that you take, there are side effects. And so I was taking various different supplements too to help keep my health up. And so I decided, when I started utilizing Go Love Life products, that I was going to eliminate some of those, like my probiotic, because I realized that the phytonutrients and a lot of our products can help produce a healthy gut. I also stopped taking my vitamin supplements, some of them, because I realized that I could get that from nature through those colors, those various colors of the rainbow. And since I started utilizing that product, I have noticed that I was able to cut back on one of the digestive medications that I was taking because I didn't want the side effects. I am sleeping much better. My allergies, because the allergy season now is really coming, the trees are starting to bud and things are starting to bloom. And I noticed that I'm not having a lot of those issues that I had to deal with during this time of year. I'm breathing much better. I'm sleeping better. I eliminate, on a regular basis. I always made sure that I did that. But now I know that I'm not taking medications that are causing me other problems. The side effects sometimes are worse than the beneficial effects of the medication. So I can honestly say for me that I have replaced some of those other supplements, man-made supplements, with this natural product. And it really has been beneficial for me. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you so much, Venus. Really, really appreciate your testimonial. And let's also hear from Kathy West. Did you have a question or did you want to share? Go right ahead.
I was just wondering, in case someone says they don't have enough money to buy all three products, which one is the most important?
I could not answer that, Kathy, because they do different things. One is designed to balance the gut. One is designed to detox the gut, and the other is designed to feed the gut. So it really is a regimen. And while I empathize with individuals who may not have the finances for it, there's things we can talk about in ways that by sharing the product, you can actually generate the income to purchase the product. So I do recognize where people are in the space of time with, inflation, what it is, which is another reason this is the right place at the right time. So whoever invited you, get back with them. and they can help you organize that in such a way that you will be able to benefit from the entire product line. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Let me just hear from, let's see, Miss Sheila Lambert. Go right ahead, and then Linda, and then we'll conclude.
Yes, Ms. Ponfield, thank you very much for this presentation. And I have my guest from New York as well on the call. I'm so excited. Hopefully she's my future team member. But since I've been consuming the product since February, I've noticed my energy has increased. I am sleeping better, but the elimination process, the odor is not there anymore. I'm just, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So I did let my dog Disney try it, and he's got extra energy. So and he's our baby, as you know. But I am so glad, Ms. Ponfield, of this product, and you and the MAD team. I'm just excited. I'm just on fire with excitement because this product, the natural ingredients and fruits and vegetables are and will save so many lives. So I am so glad that I am consuming it, and trust me, I'm going to always consume it because it's really extending my life. And I am a healthy person, but I'm just so glad to be under your wing, and you are so amazing. So thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Thank you very much, Miss Sheila. And I feel like I do believe Disney is your child. Let's hear from Linda. Linda, go right ahead.
Hi, thank you for allowing me to share. A couple of years ago, I was hit in a car accident, and I was hit in the back, and my head hit the side panel of the window, and that caused me to have migraines like either once a week or every other day. And I was never one for having headaches. So I know for me, even starting with Noni, it has started decreasing. And since I've been on this product, I haven't had a migraine at all. And thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing, Linda. Really appreciate that. And we're going to take one more just because of time. Can I hear from Tanya? Go right ahead, Tanya. Can you unmute?
Yes, hi.
Hi, how are you? I can, yes, go right ahead.
Hi, I'm new. I'm actually Sister Sheila Lambert's guest. And I was on the other night, Thursday night, to hear about the product, hear about everything and see what was going on, because I have been searching myself as a former person who used to always get herbs to take care of the symptoms I was having in my body. I too never liked prescription drugs or drugs, period. And it came a point of time where I guess they were working really well. They were expensive, but it was worth it. I never worry about the price. As long as I, can get it, I get it. But when I got on and was getting the information, I was impressed because it's exactly what I need. I suffer from a lot of things that the Lord is healing me from. But as he's healing me, this digestion issue is just such an issue where I'm scared to eat anything. I eat, like now I have asparagus and squash in front of me, nibbling on that. But as soon as I drink water or anything, I drink a lot of herbal teas for digestion and everything. It's like my stomach could be almost flat. As soon as I drink water, it blows up. It just sits there. It looks like I'm 7-8 months pregnant. And it's really been an issue for these last couple months. So I'm really trying to be able to get something that I know that I can take that's more safer than these prescription medications that they're giving me that does not help at all. And it causes more problems. And my issue, as well as I heard someone speaking, was about the income, trying to get the money that I need to get. I need all three. I know what I need. I need all three of them. But in a situation I'm in, I just don't have it financially, and was trying to figure out how it can be done. And yes, Sister Sheila is explaining that to me now, but I just want to step in because I'm hearing a lot of the issues. I don't even explain the fibromyalgia, the thyroid disease. So I have no energy most of the time. Everything moves slowly. I don't go to the bathroom it's embarrassing, but it's real, for weeks because it won't move. It just sits there. So this sounds like the answers to my prayers, and I don't have to spend all that other money on herbal supplements if I can get the right thing in me. And this just sounds like hopefully what I need. So I just want to thank you, Sister Sheila, for sharing this with me, and you guys for explaining all this to us.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you sharing. And, I could, my heart would let me stay on and just listen to individuals because There's so many of us who know the value of what we have our hands on. However, I have another meeting at 7 o'clock tonight. And so I do want to let everyone know that we will have this exact same meeting on tomorrow evening at 7:30. Our goal is to reach as many people as we can. I can't emphasize that enough. So I encourage you to join us again. It'll just re-solidify everything you've heard, but also invite. And you say, well, who do I invite? Invite anyone you know who is suffering from disease. Anyone who has high blood pressure, diabetes, anyone who has acid reflux, anyone who's not eliminating property, anyone who has pain. Let them hear about this microbiome. And for some people, it's the first time they're ever hearing it. So join us, help us get the message out, get back with the person who invited you. They can go over all the detail with you. And we may even have a giveaway tomorrow night. Let me just leave it there. So if you choose to join us tomorrow night, 7:30, as they say, same back channel, same Zoom number. And I'll look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow evening. Have a great evening, a great rest of your weekend, and good night.